K1 to 2.5 forecast. A blend of sun and clouds today. Slight chance of a cooling shower or thunderstorm. Highs in the low 90s. Light southwest winds. A 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm tonight. Partly cloudy. 70 to 75 for the low. A 30-40% coverage of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday. Partly sunny. Highs around 90 each day. Educate, entertain, and empower. We're KLEK 1 to 2.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in Paris, I'm Elena Casas. Protests have been held in Pakistan after India revoked the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. South Korea's military says North Korea has fired 2 projectiles it believes are short-range ballistic missiles. And the European Union says there's no basis for future talks on Brexit, while the UK government is rejecting the claim it wants talks with the bloc to fail so it can force through a no-deal exit.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest today is Ms. Brandi Hodges from the Craighead County Jonesboro Public Library. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, so we're going to go get right into our discussion. So summer activities are one, or have they already ended?
We are over and done with summer. We had such a fun summer this year. I need to get some numbers for next time, so we can, talk about how many people we saw. But we stay so busy. Our numbers usually triple from what our normal numbers are in the summer because, all the kids are out of school. They go back a week from today.
Okay.
So, but in the summer, all the kids are out of school. Even those that homeschool and maybe school over the summer, they'll bring their kiddos in to see us. We had so much fun. We learned all about the universe and space and aliens and the way the sun works. And I attended a lot of the children's programs because I take pictures and I learned so much. And I'm sure the parents who are there with their kids learned things too. But one of the last programs we did, they ordered these special pony beads, the little plastic beads, that were clear until you were in the sun. And those beads will turn purple if you were in UV rays. And it was just a way to teach the children and us adults who are there, where UV rays can be even can affect you under a tree, or they had us put them like in a pocket to see if they would turn color, or like put them under your hat. But it was a very interesting program, and we have books. Hey, we have 180,000 books at our library. So we were talking about that yesterday. We discussed different advertising campaigns, ways to let you and the public know, what we're doing, and to get you to stop by the library and see us. And we were talking about how many books, even those of us who work at the library, we love books. I buy books quite regularly. How much you spend on, if books are about, $10 to $20 to buy a book, unless you get it on sale. To buy a DVD is about $20, can be, unless you get a movie that's been out for several years, maybe you'll pay $5 or $10 for it. Well, we have those type of things at the library, even new release movies, and it's absolutely free. I mean, if you pay property taxes in Jonesboro or Craighead County, you pay for the library. It's a service that you already you pay for the service. You might as well use it. So we are approaching National Library Card Sign Up Month, which is September. So if you haven't signed up for a library card, that would be a great month to do it.
Okay.
But we do have our back to school events going on because we are going back to school next Tuesday. So we've got some fun things going on in our children's library. Today we're going to do Rock the Blocks starting at 10 o'clock. So if you have kids who like to play Legos, we're going to play Legos and maybe some other building blocks from 10 to 12. It's a drop-in event, so you can't make it at 10 or you can't stay all the time until 12. It's okay. You don't have to be able to be there when it starts or stay the entire time. Then we're going to have a back in time back to school bash.
Okay.
A lot of times the kiddos like to play games and do things like they did when they were smaller. So we're going to have, and they are small, but we're going to have a back in time back to school bash at 1. On Wednesday, on August 7th, we're going to have video game and board game times from 10 to 12 and 2 to 4. We're going to have master builders where we put out a lot of times they use cardboard and just tell the kids, just build. But we're going to have master builders from 10 to 12 on Thursday. We're going to have an apple tasting event at 1 o'clock. I'm not sure what is entailed with that, but I like apples. So if you have some school-age kiddos who want to come do some apple tasting, we'll have that at 1 o'clock on Thursday. And we're going to have so we have tween events in the summer. Tweens are those kiddos who have finished the 4th through 6th grades. They're about to go in the 5th, 6th, and 7th grades this year. So we're going to do a DIY interior design locker edition event for the tweens on Thursday at 3. Then we're going to have a lap sit playtime at 10 on Friday and a family fun movie at 2 o'clock on Friday. So we've been showing movies every Friday at 2, and it's just always a different family movie that you can, it costs you $0 just to come in and hang out with us and watch a movie.
Awesome. I want to go back to the tween interior design locker.
Yeah.
So kids are allowed to design the inside of their locker now?
I didn't.
To some degree.
I didn't when I was in school, but I know they're like at Office Max and different places. They sell mirrors and Post-it note holders and all sorts of different things that are adhesive that you can that are designed specifically for lockers.
Awesome.
And so we're just going to provide some different materials where you can make some things to put inside your locker. I know when I was in school, I usually was really boring and had my schedule taped to the inside of my locker. That's not very interior designy, but people would put pictures and different things in their lockers. So I know on TV they always decorate the inside of their lockers, but that's not reality. But we're gonna have fun.
I hope the kids really enjoy that. All right. I wish there was some more description about the apple for teacher.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what all that's gonna entail, but the apple tasting will be Thursday at 1, so we'll find out.
All right then. And then, of course, you have these exercise classes that are still going on.
Well, let's jump over to adults. We are going to continue our exercise classes. Those are things that happen year-round. So if you like me, I in the summer, I don't have time to do anything. And so I really know I need to get back into doing at least a little exercise. My exercise this summer has been carrying chairs and tables around to different places doing different events, which is exercise. I do garden and carry big bags of dirt, but we offer 4 exercise classes a week. So our first one is held tonight. It's Mind and Body with Eastern Livity. And I'm not sure what they're doing now, but they'll do yoga, they'll do Pilates, they'll do gyrokinesis, they'll do a myriad of different types of the same style, if you will. It's all exercises that use your own body weight against you. Like yoga, you're bending, you're stretching. And Pilates, you're doing a lot of the same but different. And a lot of some of the gyrokinesis moves, you'll sit in a chair, but you don't have to bring anything. We always say wear comfortable clothing, because you're going to be bending and squatting and twisting and doing different types of exercises. If you don't have a yoga mat, we provide those. If you don't have one, if you have one that you're comfortable using, go ahead and bring it. But I forget mine sometimes, and so there are some there for you. We also offer yoga on Thursdays at noon, 12:15, in our round room. It's a half hour, 12:15 to 12:45, low impact yoga class. So if you've never done yoga before, or say you want to get a stretch in on your lunch break, come in and join us. We also will have our Zumba moved back from, it was Mondays in the summer, it moves back to Thursdays this month. So last week was our first Thursday class. And that is going to be in the round room, and it's our Zumba class held on Thursdays. And then we offer Tai Chi every Saturday at 10 a.m., which I really, really want to take. They say it's really great, especially for older citizens to come in. It's a slow, methodical, really good, just to get your stretch out.
Seems like it'll be very mentally and physically relaxing at the same time.
Very much so. We also offer, we've tried different ways of offering our computer classes. We've tried offering specific ones on email or on Microsoft Word and different things, and we're kind of switching it up because people would come to different classes with different needs, and so we're embracing that. So we're going to offer one computer class a month. It's going to be on the 12th of August, so it will be next week at 5:30 p.m. And then previously we'd offered them either in the morning or in the early afternoon. We're offering this one at 5:30. So maybe you work a job until 5 o'clock and you you just need some brush up on some computer skills. This is a great opportunity to come in and do that. That will be on the 12th, and then on the 14th, we're going to have our monthly bingo. In the summer, we got a little spoiled to having bingo once a week. And so in the fall, now that we're out of the summer, our summer programming, our bingo moves back to once a month. So that will be on the 14th at 10 o'clock. We also have a special program coming up. We're going to host our annual Elvis concert on Monday, August 19th at 5:30. We host the Backtrack Band, and they will come and play Elvis music. And what I've been, my favorite thing about having Elvis music is we have a service that I don't know that we talk about very often. We talk about Libby and Overdrive and how you can download ebooks, which I love, and we'll talk about that. But we have another service called Freegle. It's an app you can download from your app store no matter what service you have. Or you can just go to libraryinjonesboro.org and go to our e-media tab. Scroll down to the bottom until you get to download free music. And there, when you click on that, you go in, you put in your library card number and your PIN, which is the last 4 digits of your phone number, and then you download free music. All of Elvis's collection you can download for free. So if you are wanting to get in the right swing of things, you want to get in the Elvis mood, download free music. You get 6 songs every week from anyone who is a Sony artist who has their catalog with Sony. So that is a wonderful way. I've been very punny with talking about the Elvis songs. You know, get all shook up by downloading your Elvis songs. But you have plenty of time to get some of those listened to, as well as you can build your own playlist without downloading music. You can build your own playlist and stream it through Freegle. So if you're at work and at your desk and you're wanting to listen to any of the artists that are available through that service, you can stream it from your computer for how many dollars? $0. Teen programming we've got this month. We have Teen Book Club on the 17th at 2. We have Teen Gaming Club on the 17th at 3. We have Brush and Pen on August 22nd. That's an event for teens that like to write or draw or be any type of creativity that they like to do. We have our Brush and Pen class. And then Random Fandom Friday is at 7 o'clock on the 23rd. So also, we have a new program at the library. We have our teen services librarian, Miss Jessica, has established, a lot of libraries do this. I went to a conference recently, and Teen Advisory Board was one of the main things that was tossed around in several of the meetings. A lot of libraries have a Teen Advisory Board that they help, plan some programming for teens, because they are teens, so they know what teens like. They help sometimes choose materials or work in the background to facilitate programs. So we're going to have a National Book Lovers event this Friday, the 9th, from 5:30 until 6:30. The teens are planning this. The Teen Advisory Board. They're going to have a story time for kids. They're going to do crafts for kids. They're going to do a blind date with a book event. We're going to have book quote trivia to win buttons. A Facebook Live book reviews, door prize giveaways, lots of things going on that are all planned by this Teen Advisory Board. So that is this Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. So if you're out and about, make sure you stop by the library and, congratulate these teens.
That's right.
On what they're doing, because it takes initiative and a love for library to do something like that.
And I'm happy to see the teens are branching out and doing something different. As you were listing off the different activities, I'm like, you sure adults are playing these? That's really cool.
So some of these they're for all ages. So it's an all ages event. So we're going to do this. They are going to do the story times for kids, the crafts for kids, and then for adults, they're going to do a blind date with a book where they've taken some books and they've wrapped them up in paper and written a description. Like, this is a sci-fi book about a blah blah and a blah blah with a thing. They're just going to have a brief description of what the book is, and you don't know what the book is, you just pick it up.
So it's almost kind of like a dating app where you see a picture of a person, so I guess that'll be the title of the book.
Yeah.
And then they tell you what they want to tell you about themselves, but you don't really get to know them until you talk to them.
Exactly.
So until you open the book and read it, you won't get to know the book.
You won't know.
Okay.
We also have our YA lock-in this Friday. That was by invitation only, and invitations have already been sent out. But I wanted to just bring it up because our teens really have to participate in summer. The top 25 teens who participate in Summer Reading Club get an invitation to this YA lock-in. So there are activities held all summer long. Wow. And they're on the calendar that we mail 43,000 of them out to the community. Wow. So teens have the opportunity to attend as many events as they can. And then those top 25 teens this Friday will get to come to the library for a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. big scale event that is a lot of fun. And it's just really it's a privilege, I guess. The teens that get the invitation are so excited because they earned it. They worked hard all summer to attend events and be an active participant. And those are the teens that are gonna anybody who reads, anybody who keeps their mind working when they're out of the classroom. I've been out of the classroom for a long time and I read all the time. Anyone who does that is just going to retain those type of skills.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I was going to ask a question. Oh, do the teens try to stay up all night, or do some of them fall asleep?
They do. They do bring like pillows and a blanket in case they do want to sleep some, but they have a schedule throughout the evening. I will be at the ASU Farmers Market this Saturday. Okay. If anyone wants to stop by, we're going to have crafts and lots of fun things you can do. But since I have to be at work at 6 a.m., I'm going to stop and pick donuts up for the teens on the way to the library because they'll have an hour left by that time, and they'll probably need some sugar.
Yes, to get them up and get going.
Before they go home and maybe sleep for the rest of the day.
If they're lucky.
If they're lucky.
All right. And so again, I put the link in the description box in the Facebook live feed. Again, libraryinjonesboro.org, and you can look at all of these events. You can sort them out by age group, and then of course there's other events happening at all of the other branches. I was looking.
We've got some back to school events going on at some of our branches. Some of them will be doing some crafts and some other things. I added those to the calendar, so you can always look at what our branches. Not everyone will have something going on each month, but you can look and see what the different branches have going on.
That's right. And so again, we talked about this over the summer about making an adventure out of the whole ordeal, going to a different library at a different facility. let me start over. A different branch, and make it an adventure. Find somewhere local to eat, hang out at the library, and talk about, whatever you discovered that day.
This Friday, we're going to have back to school crafts at 3 o'clock in Lepanto. So if you live in that area, that's a great opportunity. Also, Lepanto will be having a STEM/STEAM activity on the 12th at 3:30. And then they offer exercise classes. So if you live in the Harrisburg area, at 5:30. Let me find it again. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I have too many things on my phone. At 5 o'clock on Mondays, they offer an exercise class for adults. So always something going on. Even if there isn't something going on, that's something I want to stress. Our events are so fun, and we want you to come to our events. But if you look at the calendar and there's not something happening, specifically, we have 7 in the front, 4 in the back study spaces. Okay. They're rooms. The 4 in the back are maybe 2 chairs and a table. Some have 1 chair. They're really small, but very functional spaces. So if you need to get some work done, if you work in an office and you maybe can't focus on a day, or maybe your computer's on the fritz, or if you work from home and you're not very productive. Sometimes if I work from home, I would do laundry, or I would not be able to just sit there and work, I don't think. But I know a lot of people are very good at it because they do it all the time. But if you want a change in your atmosphere, we have Wi-Fi throughout the building. It's called Library. You can just sign on to it when you come in. We have those 4 more individual study spaces in the back, and then we have 7 rooms across the front, across Oak Avenue, that have 4 chairs in them. You can go in there alone, or if you need to have a small meeting, you can use one of those spaces.
All right. We're going to put a pause there, so if there's something going on, still go to the library. You have some cooling chairs.
We do.
You've done a lot of decorating, so go check the library out anyway. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some more activities in the Arts and Crafts Fair. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Are your kids the center of your universe? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Once when my wife and I were about to go out, my daughter said, "But Mom, I want you to stay here." My wife replied, "No, honey, I'm going on a date with Daddy." Wow, I felt like $1 million. My wife was protecting her time with me and making us a priority. Our kids need to know how much we love them, that they are a priority to us as well, but that they are not the center of the universe. If they think they are, 3 things will happen. First, your marriage will suffer. Putting all your time and energy into your kids leaves only leftovers for your spouse. For more reasons not to let your kids think they are the center of the universe, visit my blog at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
The summer months are the most dangerous time for youth. More are experimenting with alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs during this time, and there is an increased occurrence of accidents and deaths as a result. Be aware and be safe. This message is brought to you by Crowley's Ridge Development Council.
We at KLEK would like to extend a sincere thank you to all of our underwriters and sponsors. If you would like to sponsor or underwrite our programming and help us to educate, entertain, and empower the community, our number is 870-203-9951. Our email address is klek1025fm@gmail.com. The website address is klekfm.org. Again, thank you for listening.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Ms. Brandi Hodges from the Craig County Jonesboro Public Library. We've been talking about some various activities that are happening. You know, summer, even though summer's not officially over till August 20-something, and then of course after Labor Day, the last official summer holiday. But anyway, there's some activities for back to school happening, so you can go to libraryinjonesboro.org, click on events, and then scroll down the list. You can also filter the list by age group or branch location. So please go check those out. Please support the library. If you pay, like Brandi said, if you pay taxes in the city where you live, you're already paying for it, so you might as well go enjoy it.
And a lot of libraries do a calculator page where you can go and put in, you know, how many books you've read, or you know, the different things that you participate in, and it tells you like how much you would pay for that kind of service.
Oh my goodness.
So we love what we do, and our whole purpose is we want you to come see us. Mm-hmm. Come and check out one of our 180,000 books.
Wow.
You know, come and check out one of our DVDs we have in our collection. You know, we have so much magazines. We have newspapers. We've got, you know, how-to books. You can come and I've recently been checking out some books on how to build furniture or cabinets, because I bought myself a new saw, and I bought it several months ago, but I haven't taken it out of the box yet, and I'm ready. It is a miter saw. It's one that you can turn it, and it makes angle cuts. So I want to build some bookshelves and different things, and so my next project, I'm going to build a birdhouse.
Oh wow!
Not that I need a birdhouse, but it's small and something it doesn't look super hard, so I'm going to try that. But we have a book to show you how to do that at the library. We have so many programs and projects we offer. We talked about the back-to-school events and teen events and our adult events, but I also have our schedule for the rest of the year.
Okay.
The school year for teens, starting in September on the first Thursday of every month, we're going to offer an Adulting 101 class. And I know this is something that Miss Jessica has been working hard on, but she said there's so many things that aren't taught in school, that like how to change a tire, how to balance your checkbook, how to write a check, that our teens don't know how to do. And in many cases, they're not shown how to do at school or at home. And so we're going to offer an Adulting 101 class on the first Thursday of every month from September to December and February to May at 6:30 in the Civic League room. And so it's going to be a wonderful opportunity.
Every mentor group that deals with children needs to get a busload of kids and just bring them to the anyone who works with children, period. If you have children, drop them off for these this event.
We're going to have Friday nights on the first Friday of every month, the different activities. We're going to do brush and pen on the fourth Thursday of every month. Our teen book club and our teen gaming club meets on the third Saturday of every month. We have Random Fandom Friday on the fourth Friday every month. And we also have the mock ACT coming up on September 21st, October 19th, November 16th. For this year, and then we have some dates for next year that I'll put on our website. But so if you have a teen in your life, they don't even have to be, of that junior. They could be, 9th or 10th graders who just want to get some practice in. It's a free opportunity for the kids to come and take. It's a real version of what the test is. It's just not something that counts.
Okay.
Because it's not a real proctored test.
Okay. And then this would be especially great for those that don't do well with standardized tests. They can come and get their practice in and try to work through how can they be more successful when they're taking the real test, because I don't think there are any options. When you do go to college, you can get with disability services or other services that can help you, but until you get there, you have to take the test in the format that is given. So.
Yeah. Well, we have the table set up. We do have someone who comes and proctors the test, but it's this. We try to make the environment as similar as we can.
Okay.
But it's held in our round room. We have someone who you have a certain amount of time you can take this test in.
Okay.
And it starts at a certain time. If you're not there when it starts, you still have I don't know if they even let you. I don't know how all that works.
I don't even think they let you in once they close the door and the time.
That's
starts.
How it worked when I took it. Whew. And so we always made sure we were there early. 20 some odd years ago. I don't know. We won't talk about that. But we mentioned our free goal services earlier, which is downloading the free music.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Libby, which is our way for you to download ebooks or e-audiobooks that are for audiences teen and up. We have fiction, we have nonfiction, we've got a little bit of everything. We have, I believe it's about 7,000 titles, or I may be wrong about that. I don't have the numbers right in front of me. I don't recall how many titles we have, but we are joining a consortium come September.
Okay.
We will move from the amount of titles we have. We will move from that to about 40,000 titles that we'll have available for our patrons to check out.
Wow.
We will be the 29th library to join this consortium that's made up of libraries in Arkansas.
Okay.
I don't know. I've looked into it some, but not a lot, to see how many libraries or where the libraries are all located.
Okay.
But we are joining this consortium. We'll have more information about that next month.
Okay.
But we'll do some instructional videos and let you know how to do it. But basically, you will log out of Libby and log back in.
Okay.
And you will join, and then you'll be ready to use the consortium version of Libby. Okay. We also have Access 360, which is a great platform for children up to 6th grade books.
Okay.
So 7th grade is where our teen books start, and then our juvenile fiction and nonfiction goes up until about 6th grade. But I have used Access 360 because sometimes I need to read a storybook.
Okay.
Sometimes I need to see what that pigeon that Mo Willems writes about is doing. There's Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, and The Pigeon Wants a Dog, and lots of different wonderful books out there that if you have kids, if you have grandkids, if you're like me and you just like to read storybooks, it's a great service that we provide for all library card holders. It's easy to get a library card if you don't have one.
Yes, it is.
All you have to do is stop by the library. We're at 315 West Oak Avenue. We're just off of downtown. If you're driving on Union Avenue, when you would have your natural turn to the left to rejoin Main Street, just turn to the right and go a block, and the library is on your left.
Okay.
We're easy to find. If you need instructions on how to get to us, you can call 935-5133, and someone would be happy to walk you through it. If you've not been to our library in a while, we had a lot of renovations at the start of the year. We took up a bunch of different types of flooring right in our entryway on Oak and Cherry Street and Oak Avenue, and we have replaced it with a poured epoxy flooring. We have updated some of our shelving. We've updated a lot of our shelving. We have all new DVD shelving. We have some new display racks, an all new circulation desk and adult services area. Our adult services area has moved from the middle of the library across the hallway from where our circulation desk was located, and has moved back in between our public computers and genealogy. We have all new public computers and computer desks. We've done a lot of renovations. Our building was built in 1964, so we've done a lot of renovations just to maintain and make it fresh. We've got a lot of compliments. Before, our self-checkout machines were kind of spread out. We have 2 back-to-back.
So you have a self-checkout?
We are, I guess, about to enter in 2020 will be our third full year of having self-checkout machine. We added them in August of 2018. So we've been about a year and a half, April of 2018. So about a year and a half of having these self-checkout machines where you can literally come in, you can scan your library card with the self-checkout machine, or if you know your library card number, like some people, you can put in your library card number and your PIN number, which is, again, the last 4 digits of your phone number.
Okay.
And then you literally, say the microphone is where the top of the machine is, you can set everything down as long as it will fit underneath where that is. It's like a little shelf. You put your DVDs or your books or your audiobooks, whatever you're checking out, and it will check everything out at once. It's magic, and I love it. But our self-checkout machines are such a wonderful addition, because a lot of times I'm on a break at work, and I'll run back and think, oh my goodness, I need a book, or I need a new audiobook for my car, because I like to have audiobooks on my phone and audiobooks in my car. So I need a new car audiobook. So I'll run in and I'll grab one, and I'll just use the self-checkout machine, because maybe we have a line and I'm just on a short break. And so I'll just run to the self-checkout machine and pop in my number, check out my item. It takes maybe 45 seconds. Sometimes there's a line at the self-checkout machines as well, but we have 3 in the building. We have 2 in the main area by the circulation desk, and 1 in children's. You can check out anything that you can check out at the desk. You can check out using the self-checkout machines. They even have the unlock feature to unlock your DVDs built into the machine. So our self-checkout machines have really helped those who maybe they're in a hurry, maybe there's a line and you are on a lunch break and you don't have time to wait. Maybe you just don't want to people that day. Maybe you want to get in and get out. Yeah, you want to get in and get out, or whatever the reason may be. It's easier and more convenient for you to use the self-checkout machine. A lot of times when we have a line at the desk, and I'll walk by, any of us will walk by, we'll say, hey, have you used our self-checkout machines? And we'll lead you over and show you how to use it. If you've not used one before and you just want someone to help you, just ask one of us, and we will be more than happy to help you navigate. It's really user-friendly, though. But we have our self-checkout machines. We also, on the other side, so self-checkout machines are facing each other, and then on the other side, so it forms like a little square, we have our catalog on iPads, our card catalog. You can just go up and tap into the card catalog what you're looking for, and you can find it in our stacks. If you also need assistance finding any of the materials, you can always just ask someone. Everyone is going to be wearing a library shirt, or it'll have public library on our clothing somewhere. So you'll be able to tell who works there, and we'll help you in any way we can.
Long gone are the days of the old-fashioned catalog where you pull the drawers out
I
of
miss
the
them.
car. But God bless the people that had to fill those up
Yes.
because it was...
And type. Mine were all at my library at home were hand typed.
Because it was a long process. You had to pull this whole thing out and take all the cards off to put another one. It was a process, but whoever did that, we value you.
We appreciate you.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Arts and Crafts Fair so we have enough time to discuss that.
So we, as many of you know, offer twice a year art and craft fairs on our front lawn. It's something we started as a way to get people to come to the library because a lot of people like arts and crafts. We do have about 50 applicants so far, but we did open up a smaller booth space size because I want to fit as many people as we possibly can. And so we have offered a 5x5 booth space this time, which is, it's like a card table size. So if you have a small square table, so a lot of people will say, I would apply, but I just don't have enough to fill an entire booth. And I don't want to take up a space that someone else can use when I just don't have that much. And so we wanted to, we have a lot of times children who make jewelry, or maybe they draw. And it's an opportunity for those kiddos. I have 2 girls who approach me who make slime. And they we make slime, and we sell it at school, and I'm like, oh, well, when are you supposed to be doing that? But they were asking if they could make slime and sell it. It's craft. You make it. Our rules with our art and craft fair is you have to make everything you sell. So it can't be something that you are something you buy and then resell. It has to be, you have to make everything you sell or change it in some way. So you don't have to make the beads that you make your jewelry out of, but you have to, if you buy beads and string to make jewelry, you're altering it in some way.
I've recently seen kids making, flosses come. I don't know if it ever went out, but it's kind of making a comeback. Those floss bracelets.
Yes.
And so I've seen a lot of kids making those.
But anything you make or change, even if you refinish furniture, if you upcycle something, or we want to celebrate the doers.
Okay.
But our application is open until this Friday, the 9th at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll close that application. And so since we do always get more applicants than we have space, we cannot take any applicants after that deadline. But 6 o'clock on Friday, the 9th, we will close our application, and then we will notify all applicants by the following Friday, the 16th. And then our event will be held on Saturday, September 7th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Our theme is superheroes. And so we are going to have representatives from the Jonesboro Police and Fire Departments there to celebrate our local superheroes. We will also host the 4-H Club, who will bring different animals and have a petting zoo, because in many cases, animals can be heroes. They help chickens provide families with eggs and, different ways of being very beneficial. We also have the NEA Kennel Club will be bringing some dogs out as part of, and they'll be hanging out with a 4-H group.
Are they there for adoption?
Well, they're bringing dogs out to talk about the way dogs can be heroes. So there are different dogs who could be trained to scent if your blood pressure or your blood sugar is up or down. There are dogs that can sense when you're going to have a seizure. There are dogs that help those who are blind and have different ailments. Service dogs are a wonderful thing we have in our society. So we want to celebrate all types of heroes.
One thing I've seen in videos, people jump in their pool, and depending on their dog, the dog thinks they're drowning, and so sometimes we just don't deserve animals.
Yes, our animals are wonderful. But we have lots of books as well that you can come check out about heroes. I am considering being book girl.
Okay.
She who likes to read and spread the love of reading to others. So I don't know why every time I say book girl, I have to take on my superhero stance. But we have a lot of fun. If you have arts and crafts that you make, or you know someone who does, encourage them to apply by this Friday at 6 o'clock. We also want you to come and see us that day. So it's about a month away. Today's the 6th of August. So tomorrow will be a month from the start of our event. It's a one-day event. We have 4 different food vendors coming out. We're going to have Smooch's Burnouts is going to join us again. We're going to have some shaved ice out there. We're going to have Gigi's cupcakes, and we're also going to have Bella's Catering food truck out there. So,
and do people pay for the food?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything you buy at the event is free to attend, but anything you buy at the event. So if you want to get a craft from someone, you would pay for that, and we have the food trucks come out and they'll sell the things that they bring out. So if you want to come out and have lunch, with us, they will be there selling their food items.
And let's support and shop local. You buy small, buy local, then money gets circulated right back into the community. We talk about this all the time.
Well, I like a post I've been seeing a lot recently that says shop local because Amazon isn't going to support your kids' baseball team. Because,
yes, right.
We depend on our local retailers to help with those sort of things. We depend on, like you do, people to help support the library, right. People to help support KLEK. So we appreciate our local vendors, and that's another reason we host this event. Come out and support those local artists. In many cases, they've never tried to sell anything before, and this might be the source of encouragement they need to continue that craft that they do.
So again, the Arts and Crafts Fair, give us the date real quick one more time.
It's going to be September 7th. This Friday is the deadline to apply. But September 7th from 10 until 3. And we're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of activities going on.
All right, so we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Miss Ida. We haven't talked about Ida in a long time. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. People apply for a credit card for many different reasons. To improve your likelihood of approval, it helps to understand the credit decision process. According to Gail Cunningham, a spokesperson for the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, each lender has different criteria for extending credit. Therefore, you need to do your research in advance and only apply for the cards that are likely to grant the credit you seek. That's why it's so important to shop around, including checking sites such as bankrate.com and credithub.com to find the best cards with the right features and lowest fees for your lifestyle needs and financial situation. The NFCC provides the 10 reasons a credit card application could be declined, along with steps you can take to correct the problem. I'm out of time, but tune into Money Matters tomorrow when I'll share what could be blocking your access to credit and what you can do about it. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Stark's Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Stark's Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Stark's Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
The Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro was incorporated January 2013 with the mission of creating networking opportunities and to create community presence in the Jonesboro area. BPN is a diverse group of professionals established to make Jonesboro an ideal place for people of color and operates under the 4 pillars of Live, Learn, Lead, and Link. BPN meets the third Thursday of every month. More info, Black Professionals Network on Facebook and bpnjonesboro.org.
House of Details, located at 3915 East Highland in Jonesboro, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, waxing, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more, with the motto of anything mean we can clean. Details at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and at klekfm.org.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus Shoppers Card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at klekfm.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
KLEK 102.5 FM salutes small businesses. Small businesses promote local character and success, keeping money in the local economy, local jobs, entrepreneurship, community well-being, and so much more. Contact us today to learn more on how your small business could be featured on KLEK for as little as $25 per month.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Miss Brandi Hodges has been talking about a lot of different activities happening at the library. Look, the library is free. They have so many activities. They have multiple branches. So go to libraryinjonesboro.org. Scroll down the events list and pick out something and go to. Maybe you can find something for the whole family to go to on the same day. That'd be wonderful.
You could.
If not, take the babies out for the lab sit reading. Take the tweens out for various activities while adult class is going on. The tweens and teens can be in the library checking out books or sitting in one of those rooms. You know, there's so much to do. DVDs, music. There's apps called Libby, Libby, Freakle, download music. So many things. Get DVDs. Yes, people still watch DVDs.
I mean, I was watching one last night. I checked out Captain Marvel.
Oh, wow.
I still haven't finished it.
What do you mean, the new Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I always like to reinforce to people is you can come and you can check out DVDs that are 10, 15 years old, but you can also come check out DVDs that, you know, hit the stores really recently. When they're released, we order them.
Oh, wow.
And so I've been waiting about a month, maybe, for this DVD. But, you know, you can check it out for DVDs. You can check out for a week. And so if there were 4 people ahead of me it takes a month to get that, because if they all keep it for a week, which I generally do, because I forget that all the time, I forgot that I checked out DVDs until I get the email going, hey, your DVD is due. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had that. And that was the case. And so I was watching it last night until I fell asleep because I was very tired. Not that it's boring. It's very good.
Yeah.
But it's...
Well, you work 80 hours.
Yeah. So right now, last night we were at MacArthur Junior High.
Oh, wow.
Tonight we're going to be at West Side, and we're going to be at Nettleton. Our teen services librarian, Miss Jessica, and I are attending several open house events hosted by local schools, because there are so many services that we offer, including Libby. If you look at our teen books that we have, our YA collection in Libby, she makes sure that we have a lot of the books that are on the teen required reading list.
Oh.
Because if you're anything like me, you maybe wait until the day before your book report is due to be like, oh, Mom, I was supposed to read insert book title here. Well, you don't have that at home. I wasn't always like that, but I remember once or twice forgetting I had an assignment. And so say you have a kiddo who maybe they forget, maybe they just are a procrastinator, and it's the night before or the week before, and you can't find a copy of that book anywhere. Check the library. We have copies of the book, the ebook. We have copies of audiobooks that are on the required reading list, and we have multiple copies of those books we have a required reading section in our teen area. Wow. So we'll have multiple copies of the same book that they can come and check out. A lot of people forget about the library when they're stressing, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've got to get to Barnes & Noble before they close, or I've got to go here. Which I buy books, so I encourage the purchasing of books. But if you're in that bind, don't forget that we're there. We have copies of those books, and so that's why we're attending these open house events to, sometimes you just have to remind folks that hey, we're a part of the community and we'd love for you to come and visit us.
Okay, what I want to share, I'm looking at the Libby app now, and so if you click on library, you scroll up, you know how I got there. There's an explore tab. Explore, and there it breaks down kids, teens, mystery. You can search
fiction, nonfiction.
You can search by specific things, and just kind of it takes you through anyway. So download the Libby app. I love the audiobook option. Before we run out of time, I want to talk about Miss Ida.
Ida is Ida Quillamina Story. She is our hedgehog who lives in the children's library. I haven't posted to our Instagram page because I haven't gotten a lot of great pictures of her recently. But Miss Ida is our hedgehog. She lives in an aquarium right when you enter the children's library.
Okay.
There have actually been some changes in the children's library as of late. Miss Carol Moore is our new youth services manager. Miss Sloan Simmons is our assistant youth services manager, and our programs manager is Stephanie Sweeney. So if you stop by the library, we are so excited to have these ladies in their positions to help facilitate our programs and make sure that we're doing everything we can to enhance the lives of the children and the families that come through the library, because that's what we're there for. And Miss Ida helps out with that.
All right. You can catch her on Instagram and just go back and see her. Now, of course, you can't touch her and play with her, but
she's at Ida the Hedgehog on Instagram.
And she may be hiding out, but sometimes she does some cool little things in her.
She does. She actually want to put a camera on her. That's something I really need to start looking into. I want to put a camera on her because she is nocturnal, so she's awake at night and asleep during the day. So if you stop and see her in the daytime and she's laying in her corner by her heating pad, she's not being lazy, my friends. She's asleep.
Okay.
And so we always say don't tap on the glass because you don't want someone tapping on your window while you're sleeping at night.
Yes, ma'am.
So stop by and see Miss Ida, but I want to put a camera on her so that I can capture what she does at night.
Okay.
So then I can put it up on our Instagram and say, hey, look, she does move sometimes.
Okay. All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us, Miss Brandi.
Thank you for having me.
Again, if you want to get in on the Arts and Crafts Fair, get your application in by
Friday, not September, 8th. Friday, August 9th. What month is it? At 6 o'clock. So you have a few days left to get your application submitted, and then we have a month until the event.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great and blessed day and stay cool and stay hydrated.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not